Traitor McCain promises to take over as president if Trump doesn't fulfill his sick demand by September. Two-time presidential loser John McCain's obsessive jealousy of Trump has been on full display lately, as the dried-up old schmuck has spent every waking moment in recent months plotting on ways to bring down the president of the United States. After officially killing the Obamacare repeal and being hailed a hero by liberals, McCain has been basking in the limelight over the past week, finally getting the attention he so desperately craves. After successfully sticking it to Trump and the American people to secure his legacy, with his Obamacare vote, McCain's cockiness is now grown so out of control, that he's now threatening to take over as commander-in-chief, vowing to make his move if he's not satisfied with how President Trump is performing with our military. John McCain's blatant treason against the United States is nothing short of alarming, and it's amazing at this point that his ass isn't locked up in prison. During Obama's presidency, McCain took a secret trip to Syria to take selfies with ISIS members, where he later made a backroom deal to arm their rebels with millions of American taxpayer dollars. McCain's act of treason by aiding and abetting the enemy of the United States had enormous implications, as the Muslim terrorist who participated in the London Bridge attack and killed 8 people and injured 48 others came from the very same group of the terrorists that John McCain gave money to. But despite being the one who helped Obama create ISIS, Muslim-loving McCain is now not satisfied with Trump's strategy in Afghanistan, and issued a threat Monday saying that he will take over as commander-in-chief and produce a military strategy for Afghanistan in September if Trump fails to make a plan that satisfies him. More than 6 months after President Trump's inauguration, there still is no strategy for success in Afghanistan, McCain said in a statement. 8 years of a don't-lose strategy has cost us lives and treasure in Afghanistan. Our troops deserve better. That's cute how McCain helps Obama create ISIS, and then spews out this rhetoric like he cares about our troops. While McCain blasts Trump over his lack of a plan, the crusty senator hasn't even offered an actual solution, but is only making his intentions known to produce legislative action, basically taking over as commander-in-chief. Sorry jackass, that's not how it works. President Trump has been very meticulous in how he handles the Middle East, where he's been working with military strategists over the summer to examine the potential effects of withdrawing troops from the region. Unlike Obama, who withdrew troops and then let the entire region become a crap-infested ISIS stronghold, Trump knows better than making decisive decisions with mere knee-jerk reactions. Conservative fighters reported. The Trump administration's strategy promised in mid-July has not materialized, partly because of divided ideas about how to achieve U.S. interests in Afghanistan, given how much of the country is still in the hands of the Taliban, despite U.S. involvement there for 16 years. The Trump administration is examining the potential effects of withdrawing troops from the region advocated by White House Chief Strategist Steve Bannon, though that option is not favored by Secretary of Defense James Mattis and National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster, who have backed a surge of up to 4,000 troops. It's amazing how John McCain, a traitor since Vietnam, thinks he's the subject matter expert on military strategy. But when you continue to commit treason against your country for decades and get away with it scot-free, the cockiness begins to metastasize, producing incredibly brazen behavior like we're currently witnessing with John McCain. Let's not forget that McCain was caught working with foreign governments to overthrow the president of the United States back in January, where it was discovered he was colluding with a British spy to produce the fake Russian dossier story on Trump. Working with foreign governments to overthrow the president of the United States as McCain has done is a serious federal crime as spelled out in 18 U.S. Code 2385 that could land him 20 years in behind bars, but for reasons that defy all human logic, this treasonous pass is still allowed to continue his treasonous antics against not only our president, but against our country. McCain is a prime example of why term limits for United States senators should be put into place. It's incredibly hard to remove a senator from power, as they're not able to be recalled by the American people like other government officials. Knowing this fact, rabid liberal John McCain has been able to infiltrate the Republican Party, and do an incredible amount of damage to both our president and our country. It's high time we stop letting this moron hide behind his veteran status, as he frequently uses his pal sob story to deflect everyone from his true identity, which is a traitor and a domestic terrorist. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe Breaking News 365 channel. Goodbye and see you again.